What's going on YouTube? This is Andre Classic Cuts reporting live with another video. It's spring break 2K18. I hope everybody have an amazing break. Make sure y'all safe. So basically I gave my friend this cut, right, and I posted it up in this Facebook group that I'm in, and like people was legit going crazy saying like, oh, this is a cold cut, what is it called, what's the name of it? And like people inside of the comment section was giving out all types of different names to the cut. Honestly, I don't even know what it was called. I just know how to cut it. And I was wondering, like, after y'all watch this video, y'all tell me wherever y'all live and tell me what y'all call it. Because I mean, they said in Houston they call it a high fade. Basically what it is like from the bottom area of this box area, it's faded all the way to the top, almost all the way to the edge of this whole area is like faded. It's like an even all around, still like wavelength, but basically it's just faded in that area from top to bottom. And basically just put like what city you from and the actual name of the cut from where y'all from if y'all was to do the cut. Also this summer, as you guys probably already know if you follow me on Instagram, I'm gonna be in Detroit for the entire summer. It's gonna be lit. Also, you'll use the same levels, the same guides. This is my last video with my fading without guidelines with my ball fade one. You'll use basically the same exact steps. So the only difference is it'll just be focused on this area instead of like actually doing the whole ball fade of the entire head. So let's get into the video. Also, I got more videos on the way. I'm actually trying to link up with some other barbers, man. It's getting epic this spring break. Let's get it. You know what? I'm gonna just go ahead, make a video, drop it around spring break so everybody can get it. Everybody will have free time to actually watch it. So this is the video. Tell me what y'all think about it, and definitely stay tuned.
So first things first, I'm going to go over my equipment. So I'm going to use my Andes Masters, then my fast speeds. The trimmer that I'm going to use is going to be my Andes GTX Outliners. And then last but not least, I'm going to use my Wall Heroes, which is my favorite trimmers. You already know what it is. So this is pretty much my client. This is how his hair is before he actually got the cut. I had to analyze and go in and determine the perfect wavelength. And for his hair, it was a 1. So this is pretty much the finished product. As you can clearly see, it's a really blurry fade. And I'm pretty much going to go by step actually getting this point to be very blurry from start to finish. So the first thing that I'm going to do before anything is I'm going to get my Andes Masters and I'm going to use my 1 guard. I know most of the time I always say use the 1.5, but for his particular hair, like every now and then you'll get a client that is actually a 1 watt to make the waves pop more than the 1.5. And in this particular case, he pretty much will definitely fall inside the lines of actually having somebody that get a cut with the exact 1 that will make the waves really just pop. So from there, I'm gonna get my Andes GTX Outliners and pretty much go from the ear where the ear actually start and actually try to go all the way across to where the actual box is or the actual bar. As you can clearly see, I'm not going up trying to create a line. I'm just trying to make sure that I can make like an area where a box actually start. Even at the top of, you can see where I'm cutting, there's not even really any hair there, but it's still just good to go over it just to make sure, make that first line. From there, I got my fast speeds, my lever all the way closed, and I'm going up basically like 1 inch, really slow, going back over that 1 area the same way how I did with the Andes GTX Outliners, except I'm just going up like 1 inch, really slow. And the thing that actually helps me with making sure that everything is really even is the box area of his actual lineup. As you can clearly see, I didn't go halfway of the box, I went like 1/4 basically. In total, it's going to be about 4 or 5 levels to actually make this fade extremely blurry. From there, I'm going to take my fast speeds and I have my lever all the way open and I'm going to go up 1 inch again. From here, by the time you actually go up again, it should be probably like halfway of the box, if that, probably not even halfway, probably really close to halfway, but just go up another inch to the point that it's not half of the box, probably like 3/4, probably like 1/4 of the box, really 1/4, and you should leave 3/4 of the box to continue cutting. You just go up really slowly. You don't want to go up too high on this because you don't want the fade to really just be so blatant. You want it to be as blurry as possible. Also, while I'm doing this guy's haircut right now with my camera in my hand and I'm actually cutting with my other hand. So like bear with me if the camera's a little bit shaky, I'm trying to make sure that I don't mess them up, and I'm trying to record it as best as possible. And as you can clearly see, I know somebody's probably gonna say, how come you didn't fade behind the ear? I ended up doing that at the end, which you'll end up seeing. So from there, I'm gonna get my fast beats again. I have my zero guard all the way closed, and at this point, I'm gonna go all the way up to like the halfway marker of his box, and actually go in and really just curve that entire area. Like, remember, like I said, the box area, that's what indicate how high I should go, how much I should really go up with the fade. So if I just go halfway of where the box area of his lineup is, I'll be perfect. That'll be perfect for me to actually get my zero guard and have it all the way closed and just go up about halfway. Always also remember that the purple guard that's on the blade right now, that's not what's cutting. It's always the silver and the white blade. So look at that, for that to be up all the way to the halfway marker. Because looking at it right now, it actually looked like, if you look at the purple guard, it looked like I'm going all the way up to his lineup. But if you look at the white and the silver blade, you can clearly see, oh, okay, he's just going halfway up towards the white area of the clipper, and he's going all the way up to the halfway marker of the box. So just go over that multiple times. Make sure, always remember to brush the hairs down when you fade. Always in favor, brush the hairs down when you fade, because sometimes when you fade, you push some of the hairs up, and when you keep cutting, it looks like everything is blurry, but then when you brush everything back down, it's not as blurry as you thought it would be. Or some spots will really just stand out, like this one right here, that really stand out once I brushed it down. So I'm going back and I'm attacking that one area where the hairs actually just stood out, because when I ended up fading in the beginning, the hairs got stuck up in that position to where the guards actually pushed it up. So once I end up pushing everything back down, I could just go back in and then just do the exact same steps and make sure that that whole entire area, that whole entire line on my actual guide what I just created is all in order. So from there, I'm gonna go back in and I'm actually use my brush again and comb everything down. As you can clearly see, everything is in order now. Everything is straight. So I'm gonna actually get my zero guard, open that lever all the way up, and then from here, what I'm gonna do is go all the way up, not all the way up to his lineup, but really close. What I'm about to show you right now, hold up real quick. I'm about to show you. See how I'm like actually going up to the point that the purple guard is touching his lineup? That's where it should be. You shouldn't go any higher than that. Right here, I'm about to put the clipper on his forehead to actually show you guys exactly what I'm talking about right now when I'm actually giving somebody the fade like this. So let me show you guys real quick. Also note that you see behind the ear area, I'm waiting to actually fade that part out because, like I said, I have a camera in my hand. I can't really pull his ear down, so don't mind that part. Y'all actually see what I'm talking about towards the end of this video. So see, like right here on his forehead, that's how high I'm going. See where the blade is, the silver and the white blade? That's how high I'm going. I'm not going all the way up to the point that it's on his lineup. If you look really close. So I'm basically just going over it again, making sure that everything's nice and blurry. As always, brush everything down. Don't mind the spot right above his ear, which should be faded too. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna actually attack that individually when I put this camera down. So don't worry too much about that. So I'm going back over it with my zero guard with the lever all the way open, attacking that one spot, making sure that this fade is extremely blurry. So last but not least, the next thing I'm gonna do is actually get my one guard and pull the lever all the way open, which it was already all the way open, but just stating it again that this isn't the same zero guard that's on the guard. This is actually a one guard, but the lever is still all the way open. So last but not least, I'm gonna go all the way up to the point that it's basically lined up with his edge up. Like, listen to what I said. It's all the way lined up to where his edge up is. Like how I'm showing you right now on his forehead, it's lined up to that point, and I'm actually going in and I'm going against the grain, of course, and actually cutting the guy's hair and fading everything out all the way up to the edge up, people. Then also just go around, same exact steps. And remember, cutting against the grain, all that basically means is that you're cutting against the direction of somebody's hair that actually grows. A lot of people always ask me that all the time, but that's all it is. Cutting against the grain, you're just cutting against the direction that the hair originally grows. So see right here, I'm actually trying to knock out the hairs that's on top of his ear, but obviously I can't, since I can't really pull his ear down because I have the camera in my hand. But I'm actually about to put the camera down and go in and just attack that area right there and make sure that that's really blurry. As you can clearly see now, I actually went in and I knocked out that area right above the ear, and now it's completely blurry. There's no lines that actually stand out above that ear. So from here, I'm actually going to take my zero guard with my fast beats and close the lever all the way, and I'm nitpicking and I'm going in at any little lines that just may stand out that will make this fade not super blurry. I want a smooth transition. 9 times out of 10 nobody will really notice this but a barber, but I still like to just go in and make sure that the fade is butter and blurry. So from this, it's still a line that's there. As you can see right now, when I zoom in, it's a line right there. So I'm gonna get my wall heroes and I'm actually get rid of that line also, and actually go in a circular motion and make sure that it's not a line. It's to the point that it's just a little, that line becomes like a blur. 9 times out of 10, like I said before, nobody will even notice this unless you're like a barber, but I like to just really make sure that my work is nice and everything is nice and blended and faded before my client get up out of that chair. So I'm going in circular motion and really just attacking that itty bitty line and making sure that it's completely blurry from top all the way to the bottom, from when I actually started with my Andes GTX outliners. So next, what I'm gonna do is actually go in and actually give him a lineup. That's what's really gonna just make the whole fade completely pop. I'm gonna actually make sure that the lineup on the side, on the bar area, the box area, that's gonna be the main thing that seals the deal with the actual fade, people. I go in with it multiple times. Right after I finish with my wall heroes, I'm actually going with my razor. This is basically how the lineup ended up coming out with my razor. And this is basically the finished product of the cut. As you can clearly see, the fade is completely blurry. It's no line in sight. What do y'all think about this cut? What do y'all name this cut? Where y'all from? Give me some feedback, and I'm out. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to your boy Andre Classic Cuts, and make sure y'all hit that bell right there so y'all be notified every single time I drop new heat. And more importantly, I'm always on like Twitter or Instagram, but mostly Instagram, and I try to like follow back every single person, and I drop pictures of my cuts on a regular basis. So if you follow me on Instagram, I'll follow you back instantly. And I'm out.